I think we already can predict the fact that the couple of seconds of the dude jumping in the air with his fist is gonna be a meme. People are legit gonna screenshot that and put that pic on the wall or something crazy like that just to be messing with SNEAKO, because SNEAKO is already a person that isn't taken too serious by the community of YouTube, especially knowing his previous history. What's up dudes, it's your boy GenNot. Today I'm coming back with some interesting stuff that recently happened. So I want to talk about a character called SNEAKO. So that's a dude I covered previously on my channel, but I haven't heard much about the guy for quite some time. I guess he's not getting the same type of exposure he used to be getting when he was still in the red pill phase and saying wild stuff, but recently he basically got smashed in the face really hard and even lost half of his teeth. So it's really hard to hear what they were saying because the audio is pretty bad, but basically the big dude is the dude that is obviously gonna be punching SNEAKO, because SNEAKO is doing something really stupid that recently another person did as well. So if you remember Bradley Martin, and it was this one dude called Ronaldo, I don't know who he is. Basically that dude started touching the cap of Bradley Martin. Bradley Martin smashed him in the face and it was a big controversy. Some people were saying, oh yeah, Bradley Martin was on steroids and being aggressive, this and that, and other people were defending Bradley Martin with saying, oh yeah, the dude was being annoying, he started touching Bradley Martin, this and that. I personally think, it's maybe a little bit of an overreaction to be smashing someone in the face for just, touching the cap they're wearing, but it's still kind of disrespectful doing it to a person. So this is kind of the same situation, but this time it is SNEAKO that basically is messing with the bodyguard that is really big looking as well. And SNEAKO is one of those people that thinks he can do stuff like that without any consequences. He's always talking big, this and that, but then you see who he really is, and that's the opposite. I think we already can predict the fact that the couple of seconds of the dude jumping in the air with his fist is gonna be a meme. People are legit gonna screenshot that and put that pic on the wall or something crazy like that just to be messing with SNEAKO, because SNEAKO is already a person that isn't taken too serious by the community of YouTube, especially knowing his previous history. Do I think the bodyguard is overreacting? For sure, because I think legit smashing a person and breaking his teeth is kind of an overreaction. But on the other side, I can understand the bodyguard as well, because he was probably thinking by himself, this kid is disrespecting me, he's legit doing that with my cap, I don't like that, I need to put him in his place. I can understand that, but it's definitely a little bit of an overreaction, and the bodyguard is obviously twice the size of SNEAKO. But on the other hand, SNEAKO needs to understand touching a person is not a good idea, especially a bodyguard. I think we can all understand that. If we just use our brains, we can understand touching a bodyguard like that is not a good idea, and I do think the bodyguard is kind of overreacting. But I think people should just understand the fact that touching random people, even like what SNEAKO did, is something that you shouldn't be doing, because you never know how the other person is going to be reacting, especially with older people. You maybe can do that with your friend, with your buddy, touch his cap, or grab his phone, this and that, but when you're doing it with a person like Bradley Martin or with a bodyguard, you're just gonna get messed up. That's just something you need to understand, and I think SNEAKO understands it right now.
We got SNEAKO here. He's got this busted up tooth. Smile for me, man.
So this is the aftermath of the situation, and if you take a look at his front teeth, one of the teeth is legit smoked. Like, I think around 30% of that teeth is gone. He definitely need to pay his dentist some good money to fix that, and I'm not surprised that it is broken like that, because the bodyguard was legit jumping in the air with full fist, and that man looked pretty big, so it's not a surprise that he lost a big part of his teeth.
This was the security guard at this thing, at this event right up here. We got this guy jumped off the stage. No one attacked this guy, punched SNEAKO in the face. No one touched him. He jumped off the stage, hit SNEAKO in the face. I watched the whole thing happen.
This was just right now?
Just now.
Just fucking happened.
The guy that
It's
he
like a
shut
fucking
off the
party.
speech to go play his music, he just got rocked in the face. But I'm a non-violent person.
Well, what he's saying right there is cap him being a non-violent person, because I think you all can remember the entire situation between Moist Critical and SNEAKO, where SNEAKO was really dancing around with a gun and threatening Moist Critical, and then Moist Critical smoked him. So him saying that he's a non-violent person is obviously not true. He obviously didn't fight back because he knows that he's not gonna win from that bodyguard that is looking twice his size.
You know, I care about America first. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man, we'll take it through the legal necessary ways we gotta do, because
Probably press charges now.
Man, I don't know if SNEAKO is gonna do any legal actions towards the bodyguard. If he is gonna do that, I don't think that's gonna be a good look for him. Obviously, people are gonna make fun of him, because obviously SNEAKO was the one that started it, because he obviously started touching the cap of the bodyguards. And I know it's a really big overreaction of the bodyguard to do what he did, but on the other side, you need to understand, when you do something to a random person, you never know how that person is gonna react in that situation. Some people have really short tempers. I don't think I need to explain that. Bradley Martin is another example. The dude is obviously on steroids, and people on steroids are obviously known for having a temper. I don't think I need to explain that, but doing something to a random person, like touching the cap they have, or touching the phone, or doing stuff like that, pranks like that, you never know how the other person is gonna be reacting. I just think you need to take the consequences for yourself when you do stuff like that, and I hope SNEAKO has learned from this situation. And something that is pretty ironic as well is the fact that SNEAKO is the same type of dude that's always saying, if a girl, you know, smacks a dude and the dude is smacking her back, that is karma. But obviously he is in the same situation right now, and he's saying that he's gonna sue him. I know the friends around him were saying that he needs to sue him, so I don't know if SNEAKO is gonna do it himself. But if he's doing that, I don't think that's gonna be a good look. I just think he needs to take this and just move on. Maybe he even can take this as a learning experience, that you don't mess with random people. It's not even about the cap itself. It is just about the disrespect you show towards another person, that you just think you can do that towards a person. Like, that's the most important thing. It's the disrespectful behavior towards another human being. And I guess SNEAKO really doesn't care about that. He obviously does everything for the clout and attention, and he doesn't know what respect even means. But maybe he learned from this situation, maybe he doesn't. I think it's gonna be a situation that he's not gonna learn from, because SNEAKO doesn't seem to be learning from his previous behavior over and over again. That is obviously the reason he got banned in the first place. But having said all of this, who do you think is in the right and in the wrong? Now I'm gonna take a look at some of the comments and what people think about it. So this is what your boy predicted in the beginning of the video. Everyone is obviously memeing the moment where the dude was legit jumping in the air with his fist. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. Even if you're a big SNEAKO fan, I think you cannot disagree with the fact that that was pretty funny. But having said all of this, who do you think was in the right or in the wrong? Leave it in the comment section. If you enjoyed today's video, then don't forget to press the like button, helps with the algorithm, and don't forget to subscribe, because obviously you wanna be notified when your boy is uploading a new video. And I will see you all in the next one.